Uh, go here, go here, go here. I think we're on. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Poems and Prayers for Thursday. Here we go. Lift me, lift me from the past, make me strong and fast, nail my life to the mast, with the wind of love from above, never ends. Show me heart of gold, walk by me down the darkest road. Teach me what you know, but let me pull the sword from the stone with my own hand as we take command. It's a life where you change again. If you're brave, you may save drowning friend. But there's one already stretching out a hand. Will you take command? Use me as your tool, make me wise when I'm a fool. Teach me the only rule, that I may better serve my fellow man. I know the ground is holy where we stand. Help me as we take command. Let me live inside your peace, inside your plan. That I'm the equal of each woman, child, and man. That love is all that is real, is what I am. Love is all in all, for friend. Love is all in all, beginning ends. Love is all I am, that I am, as we take command. As we take command. As we take command. Okay, good morning to you, my friends. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Morning Poems and Prayers for Thursday, the 4th of September, 2025. I hope you're doing well. Great to be here with you. It's a glorious early fall day out there. We've got about 2 weeks to the autumn equinox, and the weather is continuing to delight and amaze here
in Ireland. So I'm delighted to be here with you and glad to see such a fine day out there. I hope you're doing great. I'm pretty good, thank you, God. I had a very rocking day yesterday. It was a lot of great things happened. I will catch up here with you on all of those things here shortly, I hope. Let's start with the old violet flame, and I will also come back to Patricia's call for divine government. Just reminding myself here. But let's start with O Cosmic Birther, because that really sets the tone. So thank you for being here. I'm here for the next hour, and I've no one to rush off and meet, and no Zoom calls at the moment I get finished here. So I'm going to enjoy this time, and this is my last morning prayers for this week. And please share these videos with people that might be interested, and please take a choice to find one of the ways that you can support what I do here. Yeah, you can make a donation, you can check out LifeWave Team Ireland, and check out the LifeWave opportunity. You can go to listeningtosmile.com and purchase some music, and you can subscribe to my Substack. Any of those and all of those would be very welcome. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Close your eyes, turn within, take a deep breath. O Cosmic Birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us, as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again. Take a deep breath. Patricia's prayer. First, I am my I am presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. I am also one with the I am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth, the entire company of heaven, the galactic federation of light, the angelic kingdom, the elemental kingdom, and Gaia, Mother Earth. I give heartfelt and sincere thanks, the attitude of gratitude for the gift of life and my life this very day. I ask and instruct my I am presence to consecrate, to make sacred every thought, word, feeling, and action which I express throughout this day, with more love and more light for myself and my world. I am the open door for the violet flame. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity, as one voice, one breath, one heartbeat, one energy, vibration, and consciousness of pure divine love. We invoke the most intensified frequencies of the fifth dimensional crystalline solar violet flame, of God's infinite perfection that cosmic law will allow. Beloved Saint Germain and your legions of fifth dimensional violet flame archangels, we ask that you blaze, blaze, blaze this violet flame with the power and might of 1,000 suns in, through, and around every thought, feeling, word, action, memory, and belief that humanity has ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, both known and unknown, that is reflecting anything less than heaven on earth. Transmute this energy, cause, core, effect, record, and memory back into its original perfection and seal it in an invincible force field of God's comprehensive divine love. We accept that this activity of light is being God victoriously accomplished, even as we call. We also accept and know that this violet flame is increasing daily and hourly, moment by moment, with every single breath we take, until this sweet earth and all her life have ascended into the fifth dimensional crystalline solar realms of light on the new earth. And so it is, beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. Take a breath into that. Okay, that's very handy. There we go. Well, that's Patricia's one here. Let me also do divine government. We'll do Abraham and Eileen while we're looking at them. Abraham, you are the vibrational writers of the script of your life, and everyone else in the universe is playing the part that you have assigned to them. Didn't hear that growing up, did we? You are the vibrational writers of the script of your life, and everyone else in the universe is playing the part that you have assigned to them. Take a breath into that. And here is Eileen. Hold the vision of perfection. Hold the vision of perfection, harmony, and beauty ever before you, and see it in everything and everyone. Let's start again. Hold the vision of perfection, harmony, and beauty ever before you, and see it in everything and everyone. Let the love within you bubble over like water and flow to all alike. Let there be no discrimination in you, for all are of me. All are one family. Universal love starts within each individual and works its way out. When each individual realizes it and allows that love to flow freely, great changes will come about in the world, for it is love that transmutes all hatred, jealousy, envy, criticism, and greed. These are the qualities that cause war, destruction, and death. Love creates life, life everlasting, life abundant. Love brings with it peace, joy, and true lasting happiness and contentment. Above all, it brings unity and oneness. So if you have wandered off into the highways and byways and lost your way, come back to the path of love, which leads you straight to me. And there you will find me waiting deep within you. Take a breath. All right. Aluna Joy has a new one. We'll get to Patricia here in good order. Becoming a living bridge. Humanity's destiny into limitlessness. The new cycle of time, the next age, the new era we are about to enter. All of us know this is true. Will be beyond what we can imagine now. Aho. The creative laws of nature and the cosmos are evolving quickly and frequently. Thank you. These laws of nature will have fewer limits on our creative processes. When we feel the lightening of our limitations and our manifestation process, this signals that we have arrived. As humanity begins to access the new laws of nature, a new reality will quickly open up to us on a personal level. We will have, are you feeling this? I certainly am. We will have more freedom, quicker manifestations, and more profound healing. These freedoms will lighten the load of our reality, not only throughout body, mind, and spirit, but also throughout time, space, and dimension. We will begin evolving and creating from our hearts, not our minds. We cannot enter these new frequencies by acting or feeling superior, or being biased or polarized in our belief systems. Of course, this is Patricia's meditation this week. Harmful ego-based intentions will not be able to manipulate these new laws of nature. Thank goodness. The new time has impeccable security, and many frequency contaminations will not be allowed at these elevated levels. No one can access this new cycle's power unless their frequency runs at the right bandwidth within the new laws of nature and creation. Simply put, frequencies protect this new cycle from contamination and distortion. These new laws of nature and creation will require us to carry more responsibility for the motivations behind our actions. We will be called to work within these new freedoms in an impeccable manner. We will need to walk with integrity and truth, or we will be unable to maintain our presence in this new frequency. We could devolve just as fast as we evolve. As we learn to maintain our footing, we will wobble. The more we live from the heart, the easier it will be to maintain this frequency. It is not quite time to put down solid roots yet. Don't identify yourself in a way that says, this is who I am. This is why I am here. Not just yet, anyway. If we anchor now, it may slow us down from accepting the full extent that the new frequencies can offer. Anything we anchor to this point may need to be dissolved, sometimes painfully. Remind yourself daily that you are a temporary bridge, and your identity and self-awareness are in a transitional state. Is that ever the truth? Which is quickly evolving. Do you feel that? I do. Realize that each day you will be different from the day before. Hello. The evolution is coming quickly now. Soon you can find an anchor home, but for now continue to be with the bridge in between which you are on. Okay. Aluna. She says, I began to understand that we are not just addressing personal trauma connected with the fall of Atlantis, but also healing the recurring patterns within the Earth's frequencies. These ripples of Atlantis and a misuse of power can be felt around the world stage today. While our group was filled with love and positivity, sharing some of the heavier messages that emerged was challenging. Okay, so thank you, Aluna. Yeah, it's all there for the taking, my friends, in integrity, in truth, in love, in harmony, in peace. So here's the Hopi prophecy. The time of the great shift is now, and I do believe this is true. The Hopi prophecy, thank you, Aluna. I've skipped a bit there. You can read it all on the page. Love our dear friend, wonderful teacher. The Hopi prophecy unfolds currently. The fourth world nears its end, marked by great destruction and division. The fifth world's birth is imminent, heralding a golden age of peace and harmony. The blue star, or the blue star Kachina, has appeared, symbolizing the return of the ancestors and ancient wisdom. The red star approaches. That would be Three-Eye Atlas, signaling great change, purification, and the final awakening. The white star will soon appear, marking the beginning of the fifth world and eternal peace. The time of the great shift is now. So everyone's singing the same song, my friend, yeah? And that's what this space is about every day. This is the amazing Mark Atwood, who I'm a big fan of. I don't agree with everything Mark says, amazingly, but a lot of what he says I find very helpful. And he's certainly a way shower of a high order. And he lives right here in Ireland, so I'm hoping to connect with him at some point. But his podcasts are very rich, especially in terms of health and healing and empowerment. So he posted this. Clearly, this is not shot for this weather, from last winter, I would guess. But he and his friend Jillian, I believe, were wandering around the stone circles in in the UK, and they made some amazing discoveries. They did some very deep work, and the sun showed up at the end of their process and blessed the whole thing. It's quite a powerful video about clearing and taking our power back. So I recommend that. It's called The Most Powerful Stone Circle on Earth. Yeah, check that out. Let's have some Phil Lane Jr., okay? Wherefore, O beloved relatives of Wankantanka, the Great Spirit, the creator of all good things, may we awaken our hearts and bestir our spirits, doing all in our power to be as one, to live in peace, each with the others. For we are all the drops from but one sacred ocean, the leaves of one great tree, the pearls held in a single shell, the flowers and sweet medicines growing together in the same sacred garden of Mother Earth. And in achieving this, let us strive to unite the hearts of all peoples across every path and tradition as one human family. Remember, our goal is unity, and each of us plays a crucial role in this journey. For one another, we must give up even life itself, as the warrior gives all for the people. To every human being, we must be infinitely kind. Call none a stranger. Think none to be our foe. Be as if all people were our close kin and honored friends. Remember, it is our collective responsibility to maintain this harmony, to mend the sacred hoop of the nations, to keep the rivers running pure, the winds singing peace. When we walk in such a way, this feeling world of shadows will be changed into a place of radiant beauty, and this heap of dust will become a living lodge of joy. Then the sacred hoop of the nations will be mended. The rivers symbolizing the flow of life and harmony will run pure. The winds will sing peace. I must have missed it. We'll leave it there. Yes, beautiful, beautiful prayer. Thank you. And there's more to that, or maybe that's the ending there. Anyway, Chief Phil, of course, is this amazing, very enlightened master teacher who's shown up out of the blue in my movie here and just keeps pouring on the wisdom and the blessings and the vision and the courage. And I'm deeply honored to be connected to this beautiful grandfather. Thank you. So I have an interview this afternoon with Walking Crow, another beautiful indigenous brother who I met through Ingrid Turner years ago. Bless you, Ingrid. And we had a lovely catch up a few days ago, and we're going to put it on tape this time. So that'll happen tonight. Looking forward to that. And Sister Becky Big Canoe has shared her book with me, and we're going to do an interview here in good order as well. I love this quote from Leah Lamb. She says, the Aboriginals say the stories from the past must be sung to the present so the future can exist. And then that was her talk about the whales and the whale dreaming, etc. This was lovely. I played this yesterday. Charlotte's Croy event with Siobhan Depur, Una McGurk, Eddie Hobbs, Dolores Cahill, Ivor Cummins, and many other wonderful light workers. And Charlotte, she's the host. Yeah, she brings it together over and over again. Bless you. So do check that out. This was last summer. And as I said, I heard Eddie speak last week, a week ago today, in Ross Carberry, and I have his book and his number, and I plan to sit down and chat with him here at some point when we can make that happen as well. So a lot to look forward to. Graham Greene, what a powerful spirit this guy shared with us. And like most people, I was introduced to him in a little film called Dances with Wolves, which came out, I'd say, in the 90s. If you've seen it, you'd never forget it. I saw it several times, and I was back in the day of the Phoenix bookstore, and I remember Michael, the owner there, had lost his son in a car accident and was quite overcome with grief, and we talked him into sitting through the film, but it was too much. But there's a lot of healing in this movie, and this man is one of the reasons why. He played the holy man, as Maureen McCormick says in the film. And he's very deep soul, and he blessed us with a lot of great medicine in that film. And he was also in Thunderheart and Northern Exposure and Goliath with Billy Bob Thornton. Just some amazing performances. It looked like he had a pretty rough ride, I'm going to say. And there at the end, the last interview I saw him give, he was asking for more support for the indigenous women who have gone missing and wind up murdered, which is a real thing. So, fighting the good fight right up till the end. Thank you, Graham. A beautiful soul. Powerful times. So I was on with Eds, who's jumping on the trampoline there, and Tim for LifeWave last night. And we had 4 people on with us, which is the most I've seen in quite a while. And I think that happened because I jumped on and did a live to promote it. Pretty sure that helped. So I will definitely want to do more of those. And I was saying to Tim, I absolutely want to do more Zooms, period, because it's really hard to communicate in anything short of about half an hour, 45 minutes, what LifeWave is offering people. So stay tuned. How to recognize a soul who's done the inner work. This is Standing Bear. Pause before they can. Pause before reacting because they've met their triggers before. Speak truth without needing to dominate the room. Feel their anger without letting it become their weapon. Say, I was wrong, without collapsing in shame. Set boundaries without closing their hearts. Be soft without being passive. Be wise without needing to be right. They don't just talk healing, they embody it. You'll know them not by their perfection, but by their presence. And when you're around them, your nervous system says, we're safe here. Beautiful. So again, Standing Bear is on live every day at 1 p.m. Ireland time, doing his medicine, and it's a blessing. Okay, so yesterday was 43. Let me see what the course is for today. Let's see what 44 looks like, and then we'll go to Patricia. I listened to Nancy Rebecca, and I think she calmed my nerves a little bit about the 3-eye atlas thing, and her take on it, and I think she's pretty clear, was that it is being guided by a conscious force, but it's not inhabited, is the word I'm looking for. Okay, so that's disclosure. That's hello, we're here. But it still leaves room for people to push it away if they need to do that. Lesson 44 from the Course in Miracles workbook. God is the light in which I see. Today we are continuing the idea for yesterday, adding another dimension to it. You cannot see in darkness, and you cannot make light. You can make darkness and then think you see in it, but light reflects life, and is therefore an aspect of creation. Creation and darkness cannot coexist, but light and life must go together, being but different aspects of creation. In order to see, you must recognize the light is within, not without. You do not see outside yourself, nor is the equipment for seeing. outside yourself. An essential part of this equipment is the light that makes seeing possible. It is with you always, making vision possible in every circumstance. Today we're going to attempt to reach that light. For this purpose, we will use a form of exercise which has been suggested before and which we will utilize increasingly. It is a particularly difficult form for the undisciplined mind and represents a major goal of mind training. It requires precisely what the untrained mind lacks. Yet this training must be accomplished if you are to see. Have at least 3 practice periods today, each lasting 3 to 5 minutes. A longer time is highly recommended, but only if you find the time slipping by with little or no sense of strain. The form of practice we will use today is the most natural and easy one in the world for the trained mind, just as it seems to be the most unnatural and difficult for the untrained mind. Your mind is no longer wholly untrained. We've been working with, I don't know what anything means. Nothing I see is real. The world I see is the world I have created. These kind of paradoxes, yeah? Nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. You are quite ready to learn the form of exercise we will use today, but you may find you will encounter strong resistance. Just stay with me if this is all new to you. The reason is very simple. While you practice in this way, you will leave behind everything that you now believe and all the thoughts you have made up, Properly speaking, this is the release from hell, yet perceived through the ego's eyes. It is loss of identity and a descent into hell. If you can stand aside from the ego by ever so little, you will have no difficulty in recognizing that its opposition and its fears are meaningless. You might find it helpful to remind yourself from time to time that to reach light is to escape from darkness. Whatever you may believe to the contrary, God is the light in which you see, and you are attempting to reach him. Okay, and then it goes into how you do it. So, I'll leave it there, but I'll share this on the page so you have a link to that. The Course in Marigolds, my friends. Year 2, it's a thing. Boom, boom. Okay. Shout out to my teachers, Maureen Muldoon and Mia Sarah Williams. All right, let me do Patricia's Divine Government. That's what I'm looking for. This blew my mind. The Shroud of Turin. This interview is about an hour and a half, hour 20 minutes, and I've just listened to excerpts, but this will peel your resistance like a grape. And that Jesus guy, he keeps showing up in my movie, and there he is again. Beautiful. There's Rebecca Maravati, yes. The Great Council of the Grandmothers. While you hold the world in love, we hold you. Embracing and being embraced, the two actions are one. Great love is flowing to you now, flowing through you, and out from you, and because you are at one with us, you are safe, secure, and loved beyond measure. We tell you, your greatness is just beginning. Thank you, God. I read this yesterday. Let's read this again. It's so good. The circle of embrace. Within the arms of one another, the people remember who they are. You get the theme? Roots and branches weave around them, for family is also forest, and love is the oldest law of the earth. Their hands carry the weight of generations, their embrace the warmth of survival. Here, sorrow and joy are the same river, flowing through time, binding the living to the living, and all to the land that holds them. For in this circle, no one stands alone. The heart of the people beats as one. Take a deep breath. The quote from Orwell, "They fear love because it creates a world they can't control." That's the deal, my friends. Love is Lord of us all. So we're going to bring that love to our prayer here for the call for divine government. And it's an honor to be a part of this with you. I'm being shown, I remember as a kid in the States, we'd have the 4th of July parade, which was just the most patriotic and fun thing. And in America, in my innocent youth of the 60s and 70s, it was a pretty magical time. And all the heartbreak and deception and corruption and betrayal was ahead of us. And we've gotten through a lot. Okay, that's polarization. The quote from Lazarus for this week, "You are one, more vast and mighty," my favorite Irish word here, "than you know. Be yourself." Absolutely. Okay. Guthimaroba. Let's have a little Guthimaroba. Children bring freshness to your tired world. Don't try to weave them into your past. Their world is more vibrant and creative than yours. They came to this world with their own spark. Don't cover their innocence with your beliefs. Let them question your dogmas. That is a true guidance. Your children didn't come here for your entertainment. They came here to tell you the secret of life. They are the entryways into possibilities. Listen to them. Respect their intentions. You will learn the art of nothingness, the art of opening and seeing beauty in everything. I think I need that again. That's gorgeous. The art of nothingness, Brother Guthimaroba. Children bring freshness to your tired world. Don't try to weave them into your past. Their world is more vibrant and creative than yours. They came to this world with their own spark. Don't cover their innocence with your beliefs. They are questioners. Let them question your dogmas. That is a true guidance. Your children didn't come here for your entertainment. They came here to tell you the secret of life. They are entryways into possibilities. Listen to them. Respect their intentions. You will learn the art of nothingness, the art of opening and seeing beauty in everything. Thank you. Okay. Become an ambassador of hope. Yes, please. Mishaire. Here's Liliana Heitman. I don't think I've read this before either. There is a quiet kind of power in not knowing. A humility that walks hand in hand with wonder, barefoot, across the edge of what can't be named. But the moment we say this is certain, this is proven, this is nailed down, something goes still. The wildness steps back, the wind hushes, because what we call certainty doesn't leave room for mystery to breathe. And mystery, well, she only comes where doubt is still welcome at the table. There's more room in the world of not knowing, more music in the open spaces between things than in any neat box labeled knowledge. Wonder doesn't care about credentials. It cares about whether your heart is still listening. Beautiful. Liliana, oh, that's from, yeah, Liliana Heitman. Thank you, Liliana. Well, that's interesting. That's your abandoned traffic jam for the first time in this lifetime. Here it is, September. Okay, I'm just going to dive straight into the prayer here with you. This is the call for divine government. Thank you for being here. If you can, please put your full attention on this. And if you'd like to, go ahead and close your eyes, turn within, and take a deep breath. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. As one breath, one voice, one heartbeat, one energy, vibration, and consciousness of pure divine love, we invoke our Father, Mother, God, and the great beings of light, associated with co-creating divine government on this blessed planet. We also invoke the mighty archangels and the ascended masters guarding the evolutions of Earth. Now the goddess of liberty takes her strategic position at the cardinal point to the north. The goddess of divine justice takes her position at the cardinal point to the east. The goddess of freedom takes her position at the cardinal point to the south. And the goddess of victory takes her position at the cardinal point in the center of the earth. And the goddess of oneness and transfiguration, who take their positions high in the atmosphere above the earth. Joining them high in the atmosphere of earth are the silent watchers, the mighty guardians, the galactic federation of light, and all the beings of light who are assisting humanity at this time from the heavenly realms as we empower divine government on planet Earth. Take a deep breath. Blessed ones, blaze the most intensified frequencies of divine will, divine love, and divine enlightenment from the very heart of our Father, Mother, God, through the heart flame of every person who is now or will be in the future involved with the governments of Earth in any way. Awaken every one of these people to the profound opportunity and the awesome responsibility that they have during this cosmic moment. Enlighten everyone to the profound truth that it is time for divine government to manifest now. Let each person that is now or ever will be responsible for the governments of the world in any way tangibly feel and experience the power, love, and enlightenment of our Father, Mother, God flowing through their heart flame. This will allow the sacred knowledge from their recently recalibrated, immortal, victorious threefold flame to surface into their heart and conscious mind at a new and greatly accelerated pace. We now invoke the I Am presence of every one of these people to take full dominion of that person's thoughts, feelings, words, actions, beliefs, and memories. Empower that person to hear and to listen to the intuitive inner guidance of their I Am presence, which will guide them unerringly toward the fulfillment of their individual and collective divine plans in their mission of co-creating divine government tangibly on Earth. Now, beloved legions of light, seal the activity of light we have invoked this sacred and holy day in the immortal victorious threefold flame anchored within the heart of every person on Earth, as we collectively hold the sacred space for the manifestation of divine government. Expand this activity of light daily and hourly with every elevated holy breath we take, until planet Earth and all life evolving upon her have God victoriously completed our ascension into the fifth dimensional crystalline solar frequencies of the new Earth. And so it is, beloved I Am that I am. Dear one, know that we are all one, and we are grateful for you and your willingness to hold this sacred space for all of us in the United States of America and every country around the world. God bless you. Patricia Cota Robles. Take a deep breath. There you go, my friends. How about that? How about that? Beautiful. Well, let's just take a moment here and let all that settle in. So we're in the gateway of this solar eclipse season. Get my glasses straight. And the 7th is Sunday, I believe, and that is the lunar eclipse, the blood red moon. And someone was saying there that these are the signs on earth and in heaven of these huge transformations happening. And then there's 3i Atlas, which whatever we might know about it, we do know that it's not behaving like a regular comet. So that's enough to keep our eye on it by itself. But it is, like everything, as the Course was just reminding us, our mirror, our echo chamber, our reflection. As Abraham said at the top of the hour here, everything is responding in the way that we're insisting that it do so. So it's quite challenging for the human ego and the human mind to comprehend that we would create a world of anything less than, beauty, joy, and peace, and quiet, and good things all around. Here we go. But we seem to manage to be able to do that quite easily every day. The challenge is how do we stop doing that? And that's what the Course in Miracles and all the wisdom teachings, the Red Road, that Standing Bear and Chief Phil Lane and Becky Big Canoe and Chief Black Spotted Horse, all my new friends here, Walking Crow, they're all reminding us. So again, it's not subtle in my world at all. 1 minute, I'm just noodling along here with my own agenda and plans and trying to pay attention and do some good in the world and keep myself inspired and help others. And the next minute, there's all these Indians in my life, God bless us, and all these beautiful indigenous brothers and sisters teaching love and wisdom and respect for Mother Earth, and consciously praying to the elementals every day with great devotion, and thinking about and talking about and acting on behalf of 7 generations forward. And we sure didn't learn that growing up, I'll tell you right now. So I'm thinking of John Fire Lame Deer, his book Seeker of Visions, which was where all this began for me. I also remember Little Big Man, the Dustin Hoffman film, where he plays a white man who's taken in by the Indians and raised in their culture, and it profoundly changes his life for the better. And the 60s was such an amazing time of all these ideas flooding back into the world that hadn't been talked about for centuries. And it was a revolutionary time, and this is a revolutionary time. And the revolution is the people take their power back. You and I find our voices to speak truth to power, and to walk in integrity and impeccability and responsibility for the kind of life we want to live, and the kind of world we want to live in, and the kind of relationships we want to have, and our health and our finances, I'll just say again, are the front line for most people these days. It's the battleground, honestly, either of those areas. So I'm just personally very grateful I have any assistance with that and hope about that, etc. So, and I have my music, and I have this program here, and I have my friends in my community, which is what I fell in love with about Ireland. There's just such a powerful and beautiful sense of community here. But honestly, I'm learning about myself as I learn about my ancestors' culture and the roots of the story of Ireland, and it's pretty powerful. As I said, I watched this video recently, Is Ireland Atlantis? And the guy makes a very strong case in about 7 minutes. Archaeology and and our past. All of these things are coming alive because we're able to rediscover who we are in the world in a beautiful way. All that has been hidden will be revealed, as Patricia says, and this is that time. So my prayer for all of us here is keep digging in your own heart and in your own unconscious. You know, Lazarus gave us the map, my teacher of the last 40 years, that the conscious mind is the least real and the least conscious, the subconscious more real, more conscious, the unconscious the most real and the most conscious part of ourself. So this is the paradox of go within or go without. And I did my meditations this morning, as I do every day, and they set me up for the day. They are powerful, and that's my prayer here for all of us with this time together. So I'm going to channel here for you, which I like to do on a Thursday, and it's always a pleasure for me to have this opportunity to share these thoughts and these messages with you. And as you feel that and appreciate that, please do find some way to support and acknowledge and respect this space and what I and Spirit get to share here with you. The magic that I see happening in my life right now is that the work I do in private is rewarded in public. I had a wonderful moment I'll share here with you very, very quickly yesterday. So my friend Adon, who's a very private person, he came into my life a few weeks ago. We hadn't seen each other in person or spent any time together in a long time. And we just seen each other briefly a few months earlier, but we spent a good bit of time over a few days together, catching up, which was great. And anyway, long story short, he has a beautiful poem about the Irish language. I'm going to read it to you, by God. That's where I'm going right now. And I got the inspiration as I was sitting there in class yesterday in the Gael Talk group to share the poem with the class, and they burst into applause and absolutely loved it. And then when I was able to share it with Adon, he was also delighted. So what's the message here? You simply just never know how it's all going to fit together. It's our beautiful native Irish language. I'll read the preface, which is what I did yesterday as well. He says, on being asked to send some children's Irish language books to a friend who had emigrated years back to Canada, our beautiful native Irish language, battered and bruised down through the years, first by others, now by ourselves, hidden beauty in the closet, all of us have the few words, cupola focal, rarely used, slightly shy, little embarrassed, pinch of shame, not of our own making. Beautiful language, ancient and wise, hidden in the attic, sleeping in our hearts. La Gras, with love, Adon. Take a deep breath. I'm going to put that on my page right here. Yeah, that opens my heart. And and of course, it's true, as we like to say, when I'm learning about the Irish language, I'm on day 57 of my Duolingo app, is feeding me in wonderful ways, and I am oh so grateful for that. Yeah. Do I have his name there? Not sure. Yeah, we'll come back to that. All right, so thanks for your patience. What have we got? 5 minutes. Go ahead and close your eyes, turn within, take a deep breath. Okay, God bless you, dear friends. So when the channel turns within, the energy comes up, you see, because of the the groove that's there, the practice that's there, the energetic pathway is open. And so, dear friends, it is for each of you and for all of you, no matter what your level of practice, of meditation, of turning and tuning within. The message there from dear Patricia is, this is the most powerful time of awakening in the history of time. God bless you, dear friends. What an incredibly auspicious statement. What a beautiful realization. What an amazing opportunity. Dear friends, and so Spirit is coming back into your life consciously in new and wondrous ways through the heart. It's the heart of the matter, dear friends. It's the heart of the situation. It's the heart that knows how to find your way home. Take a deep breath. And of course, the heart is love, dear friends. Love and light, peace and joy, happiness and freedom, everything that expands, everything that uplifts, everything that empowers. And dear ones, you've been on a search for your expansion, your upliftment, your inspiration, your empowerment for a long, long, long time, dear friends. Yeah, we don't have to tell you. So you are at the turning point, dear friends. You're at the fork in the road. You're at the place of choosing for yourself and for your world. What is your path about? What do you represent energetically, vibrationally? What do people experience when they think of you and see you and stand with you, dear friends? The indigenous wisdom of the Red Road and the amazing and beautiful power of A Course in Miracles and all of the spiritual traditions that bring Christ consciousness and oneness and the sacredness of all life back into the human consciousness, back into the human understanding, back into being examined and remembered and confronted and experienced, are the seeds of healing, awakening, and growth, dear friends. And for this you came, dear ones. For this you chose a body and drew breath. For this you entered into your father and your mother and took the journey into the body, the mind and the spirit of being human. And this is the lifetime of lifetimes, dear friends. It may seem too big to comprehend, and perhaps that's true, dear friends, but it is not too big to trust. And that is the calling, dear friends, the invitation, the yearning in your higher self, soul, and spirit, in, through, and as your life, to lift you up and lead you home, to help you, to inspire you, to help you to release the pain, the fear, the struggle, the doubt, the lack, the limitation, the judgment, the criticism, the contradictions, the loneliness, the guilt, the shame, the blame, dear friends. You know them well enough to let all of that go, dear friends, and to come back to the beauty, goodness, and truth that is your inherent and eternal spiritual nature. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, unlike any in the history of this world, and unlike any in the history of any world, dear friends. How good can you stand it? Continues to be our suggestion. To learn to have fun, to learn to love life and love yourself, one and the same, to learn to rise up to the challenges and make peace with the changes, and to go ahead in your imagination as a visionary. Without a vision, the people perish. To be the way shower, to be the ambassador of hope and love and abundance and empowerment and healing and freedom and joyous responsibility, dear friends. We see you. We sense you. We understand your challenges, dear friends. These are the opportunities that your higher self, soul, and spirit is bringing to you to help you to grow, to help you to awaken, and to help you awaken and empower your brothers and sisters on the path here with you. There are some that are a step above you and some a step behind you on this mountain of consciousness. Dear friends, we've walked the path many times, and we will show you the way. You are never alone. You are always safe, loved, and supported. You deserve always the very best that life has to offer as you give that love, that kindness, that mercy, that courage, that wisdom, that humor, that truth, that healing, that inspiration, so you become a grander place of receptivity. Dear friends, we love you so. This is your moment. Stand with your head held high and raise your arms to the heavens and call forth the great ones in your world, and know that we are there with you each and every step of the way. Give thanks. Give heartfelt thanks. Give sincere thanks. Give daily thanks. Give thanks, dear friends. And pay attention. And the miracles, the answers, and the dreams are at hand. For you, your loved ones, and Mother Earth. For all life working together in goodness, beauty, and truth. We love you so. Feel that. Let that in. Let that lift you. Let that touch you. Let that heal you. And be free. Peace and blessings. Namaste. Okay, my friends. There it is. Thank you. All my love, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon. Peace and blessings. Thank you for being here.